Welcome to KPVI More. I'm Matt Davenport.
And I'm Libby Wood. There is so much energy in the studio today.
I know,
I'm
it's
excited
Memorial Day
about
weekend.
this. Woohoo!
Oh yeah, and you're talking about our guests, aren't you?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Let's welcome, you saw them perform on The Voice.
And now they are live in our studio.
And we're happy to welcome Ryan Hayes and John Peter Lewis from Midas Whale.
Hello.
Hey guys,
Hi,
how are
Libby.
you?
All
Thanks
the
for
way
having
from
us.
California to Idaho. But you guys are home now, right?
That's
Basically.
right. Coming back to the motherland.
That's right.
Yeah.
Tell me, how did a kid from Rexburg and a kid from Bear River City get together and make a band?
We met together in Rexburg, Idaho, which not many people know this, but there's a university there.
I
Whoa.
heard that.
And,
Little known fact.
and so it brings people of different interests together. And here we are, me studying geology and him studying what was it?
Marriage and family, was
marriage and
it?
family,
Okay.
or no.
No, it's
So of course
definitely
you
wasn't
said, hey,
that.
let's make a band.
Yeah, but we both share the common interest of music, and people of a similar taste seem to gravitate to each other. So there we were.
Very good. So you met at BYUI.
Oh yeah.
We did, yeah.
Excellent.
So you guys get together, you start, playing. I'm sure it's probably just like, getting together for evening, some jam sessions. When did you guys start to say, hey, you know what? We're good enough. We could probably do this for a living.
Well, Ryan wrote a rock opera a few years back that we've been doing annually in like Rexburg and Idaho Falls. And he asked me to be a part of it. And so we started collaborating because of the rock opera that he wrote. And then
It's called Deep Love.
it's called Deep Love.
Keep your eyes and ears open.
That's right.
right.
We're doing it this year again.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, but he asked me to be part of it, and then a short while later, I found out about the audition for The Voice, and some friends of mine had encouraged me to be a part of it, and so I called him up one day and I asked him if he wanted to have an adventure, and he said, might as well. And that's where the band name came from.
That's where the band name came from.
And we had actually never been a duo at that point.
Huh.
So like we were a duo for as long as America has seen us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, I would have to think there would be a huge intimidation factor. Two guys from northern Utah and southeast Idaho going to LA and going to a big show like this. Was it a little bit scary? I mean, what was the feeling going in there?
Well, I had been on American Idol.
Oh.
I was a finalist on American Idol a few years ago, and so I'd kind of gone through that the whole process
The
before.
competition singing show.
Yeah, the whole reality
You were
singing
a pro
competition.
by then.
And I was actually really excited by the prospect of dragging Ryan along with me this time and like having him see and go through the process.
Yeah, I was the country boy that came to the big city, and everything was kind of big for me, and I was nice to have John because I could just kind of hang out, and he would do the talking. He made me feel a little more comfortable.
Very good.
It was nice.
So you guys get up there on stage, you start off Folsom County Blues, you're playing along, and by the end of the song, all 4 chairs turn around.
Yeah.
Just to have one chair turn around, I'm sure, is pretty exhilarating when that first chair turns around, and we've got video of it here.
Yeah.
But when all 4 turn around, did that just blow you guys away?
Well, what you don't know is that like for several months we had been prepping for that moment, like because we started, we started the process, and then for over several months we were going through this whole like audition process and vetting process that they do before you're actually on the show. And so when they put us on, there was just a lot of anticipation. So I was just hoping that I wouldn't get up there and like make a complete fool out of myself and have nobody like turn around. And so we were hoping that someone would turn around, and then also what they don't show you is that there was a malfunction of equipment. So we actually had to sing twice the other blind audition. And so it actually went from...
That does a lot for the nerves, doesn't it?
Well, it went from no chairs turning around, to all 4.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Because
so it was a chair malfunction.
I wish it were a chair. It was my vocal mic.
I'm pressing my button, it won't turn around. Oh.
All they heard was me singing sweet harmonies to an inexistent melody.
Very nice.
And yes, so we're probably the only people in history to know what it feels like to not turn any chairs and 4 chairs at the same time.
Wow, that's a unique moniker. That's pretty unique. So you guys what made your decision? I mean, is it one of those things like you go into it and saying, okay, if Adam turns his chair around, we're going with him, or if Blake turns his chair around, we're going with him. Now you've got all 4 chairs. What's the decision process in that, what, 30 seconds they give you to go with a coach?
Yeah, I mean, when it was longer than 30 seconds, but not much. We were just like, we went in prepped thinking that we would be on Blake Shelton's team if he turned around for us. And they don't show all the dialogue that goes on behind the scenes, you know, or like they just don't have enough time.
Right.
And Adam had really made a case for himself. You know, he had demonstrated a very clear understanding of who we were as artists and where we wanted to go as artists. And that, to me, and I think to both of us, was really important for somebody who would be picking songs for us and helping to develop us. We wanted somebody that really understood, you know, who we were.
Could probably challenge you too. And
yeah, that could just kind of make things work for us.
So you guys turn around, rock, paper, scissors. We're going with Adam's team. You now join his team, and now you're in the battle rounds. You're facing off against other contestants. What was that like, getting together with all these other artists who want to pursue music?
It was amazing because we got put on a team with superstars. There was 12 of us in all. You know, there's people like Judith Hill. She sang with Michael Jackson. You know, there's Patrick Dodd, who we ended up going up against. And the more, you know, the more that this happened, this exchange of, this cultural exchange that we had, the closer that we got to these people. And I at this moment can't imagine having not done this and not knowing these people, because they're such a huge part of my life at the moment. And I know that we're going to have all kinds of things to do with these people in the future.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
What was it like being able to work with Adam Levine? I mean, besides the fact that he's gorgeous. I mean, let's just put it out there. I know you guys are thinking that.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what he says. He just stare at his white T-shirt and biceps. You know? Yeah. I'm sorry, you said something?
And as a coach, how was Adam? Like, did you feel like he helped you along?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, they don't really start to work with you as much until you're in the finals.
Okay.
But in the working that we did with him, I mean, it was awesome. Just to associate with him, and then also to like have somebody of his caliber to you know, to really like what we do and appreciate the kind of thing that we do and say such nice things about us. You know, I mean, that's I think that's invaluable.
So now, what's your next step after The Voice?
We are going to make an album. Since we're a brand new act, we don't have anything to sell at the moment, and people don't know where to go and what to do. Everybody's in a frenzy. Nobody knows
They're hearing
what to
Midas
do.
Whale, Midas Whale.
Everybody's running around. Things are on fire, and what we're going to try and do right now. What we're doing is doing a Kickstarter, which is Kickstarter.com. It's a way for fans to pledge money to your cause. They're actually getting something in return. They're usually like, you can pre-order an album, for example. And they're just giving money so that we can fund the album, and concurrently we're actually working to put together an album. So it's an interesting scenario.
Southeast Idaho needs to come together and support Midas Whale. It sounds
Yes,
like
they
we
do.
need people to give money there.
And you
so
guys,
how do they do that?
You guys are on the clock too, because
That's right.
this is a set amount of time you have to raise the money
We
for
have
Kickstarter.
30 days, and we are on. We have 12 days left.
Yeah.
But we are also at 64%.
66.
Ah,
66%. Yeah.
66% at the moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So we're getting there. You
We're
know,
doing
we have
well.
a third of the way to go.
What do people do if they?
So they go to
want
they can go to our they go to Kickstarter.com and they search for us, Midas Whale, and
It seems intimidating, but it's actually easy.
it's quite easy.
It's because
Easy process.
It's linked into like Amazon accounts. If you have an Amazon account, you can just say, "Oh, I have that."
Boom, just a couple clicks,
And
and,
then boom.
you're helping out. And you
Excellent.
have different contribution levels too. So whether it's
Yeah.
$5 or $1,000 or $2,000, people can support you that
Well,
way.
for as little as $1, somebody could get the entire record, a digital download of the whole record.
cool.
Very good.
But you know, I mean, if you want a physical copy of the record, you know, we'll sign it and we'll include a bunch of other fun things. I mean, there are just a lot of things that you can, a lot of things that we're offering in exchange for different pledge amounts.
Well, we
Fantastic.
get to hear you guys play a little bit later. And can I just say for the record, not only are they great musicians, but you guys are really fun guys. So I really enjoyed having you here. I know.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming with us today. We can't wait to hear you play.
We'll
Our
do it
pleasure.
in a
Thanks for
little bit.
having us.
And that's going to bring us